G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_Gaming for another Dokkan Battle video. So today's video we're going to be jumping into this new Super Dragon Ball history event. Hasn't been one of these drop in ages, so it's up against the Super Warriors. Now the missions for this are to bring 3 units that are under the Wicked Bloodline category, as well as 3 units from the Artificial Life Forms. So as you can see, I've ticked off the Artificial Life Forms with the first 3 units, and then all of them fit under the Wicked Bloodlines as we're running a Metal Core and STR Core combo here. Now that is just so that I can get all of these missions done and dusted in one go. Obviously wouldn't expect everyone to have been lucky enough to pull all of these new units. So what we're going to do is just let you go ham straight off the bat. I know you're not the best slot 1 unit, but still, I can't imagine the first stage is going to absolutely blast us. But you'd see we have gone, because of the way we have built this, unfortunately we do have 3 units sharing the same name on the team. That could cause some issues, but Artificial Life Forms in the Wicked Bloodline category isn't super strong, unfortunately. But look, that's not the end of the world. Hopefully we can escape getting them stuck next to each other link-wise. We haven't got a great deal of slot 1 units on this team either. Kuliza with his defensive stackering, I presume, could get there in this type of event. And then we've obviously got the AGL Golden Freezer, who is a slot 1 dominator. So what we're going to do is that. Into that, you'll see that in terms of the free-to-play Metal Cooler, I did decide to bring the AGL one. So the AGL one does offer key support, which is pretty handy because we've got quite a few LRs on this team, and then also offers a chance to dodge. So, assuming that there's not a stage here that cancels dodge, which honestly, I got no idea if there is or isn't. There certainly could be. But yeah, only the one super. Yeah, I feel like the dodge chance is way more important than the extra healing or the extra attack and defense to the other units. So we did get a second super there anyway for the double raise of defense. So he's going to heal, so that's not going to matter. We may as well fill up the Dokkan gauge. Yeah, we'll grab that. The only reason that you'd really want AGL Metal Cooler in the first slot there is so that he could get off his start building his passive from getting hit. So note, this is also a very low linked Metal Cooler on my side. I literally have just spent the last 2 hours or whatever getting all those awakening medals like a fool. I hadn't farmed up his medals, so yeah, could have pre-planned that a little bit better, but here we are. Not worried about him getting off a super attack. We can get lots of key there for you while also getting a super for you. Kuliza is really handy because not only does he offer that support, which doesn't include key unfortunately, but yeah, as I mentioned, he is a defensive stacker, so as a slot 3 unit that can perform 3 defensive stacks in a turn, he's pretty saucy. So my SDR cooler is only 55%, so crits are probably not going to come by all too often. That sucks. So that's your worst case turn there. This could very much hurt us. Yeah, 194k. That sucks, because mine was the cooler that got floated off on that first turn, so he hasn't had a chance to build up either. So here's these extra supers popping off that I was talking about. Yeah, there we go. There's 3 defensive stacks. We compiled about 11 million damage there. Yeah, I think Kuliza is just about a must run on these turns for you guys, or on these teams for you guys as well as myself. We get the full 24k with you, and we'll get an extra little bit of healing. So with my free-to-play cooler, I did elect to go with a 4 additional build to try and maximize the defense that you do get for that 1 turn. And no additional. I got like 9 additional on my Metal Cooler from the. Hey, look at that! There's that nullification. Damn, that looks so good. But yeah, from the special skill orbs that we've been getting from the Movie Heroes, Movie Bosses event. So that's pretty fire. That even as a 55% unit, he does have an 18% chance to do those do those additionals. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you in slot 1 to build you up. We'll float off Golden Freezer. Not worried about Golden Freezer getting off super there. So there's that first hit. Just very much worthwhile building up Metal Cooler as early on as possible, and especially where we do have a type advantage. Yep. It just saves you from getting slapped up later on in the event, especially if we do happen to come across a tech enemy. That could cause a lot of damage for us. So let's see if my cooler can step it up here and actually get an additional super for me. No, jeez. That's 2 of the worst possible turns that you can get for cooler, and he gets his defense lowered. So that sucks. We're just going to put you in slot 1. Grab that. You can see lots of healing occurring here. Definitely, if you've got units that don't die, this team is going to heal you up so much. It's very reminiscent of the Majin Buu team. So we get the 1 shot there. That friend cooler would have to be very close to being fully built up. I think we're going to have to do this way. Yep, I think that's the go. That, and then into that. Leave all those physical keys. Oh, we're actually getting our Dokkan attack. Wow. Okay. Spewing that this is with my cooler, but he is about to do some big old damage, I think. We did get the full 24 key, hit all the nodes. Probably would have been worthwhile trying to prolong that and save it for a latter stage, because this has all been pretty easy thus far. But in saying that, the Infinite Dragon Ball history also isn't supposed to be the most difficult content in the game these days. It is just sort of a middling middling event where we're able to dish out, find ourselves a lot of stones. So do it like that, into that, and that opens up that. So we're going to float off Metal Cooler here. Of course, we get an additional with the unit that we don't worry about damage from. Does have type advantage though, I guess. So this friend, I think, should be fully built up. So that would mean we'll get at least 1 guaranteed additional here. But that is presuming that I am guesstimating the right amount of count. No. Okay, there you go. Oh well, it'll be built up at the end of this turn anyways. Crit, 2.9 million damage on crit is just insane. We go to int. Let's see. That's a lot of attacks in the first slot. What we are going to do is we're going to watch this, because I haven't used these guys a crazy great deal. So I actually haven't watched these animations all too often. I probably should have kept cooler in the middle slot, because I knew I was going to be activating that. This is going to do how much? 5.7, and nullifies the action. And then we'll throw you there. He can stay in slot 1. That's not the end of the world. Grab that, into that. So, as I said, nullifies that first action. We get hit once. We're up to an 8.7 million super, 55%. Crazy. Crazy offensive juggernaut that Cooler is. Mustn't be fully built up, because we didn't get that guaranteed additional super. And the normal finishes it off. So, wow, that's the end of it. There you go, guys. That is the easiest 30 odd stones that you will ever get. So let me know what teams you ran down below to get that done. You could certainly do a cooler team and then a artificial life forms team with Cell. There's definitely a lot of options in getting that done. You don't have to get it done in the 1 turn, just like I did. So there you go. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.